Alright guys, so today I'm going to explain the reaction that happens in a DIY lava lamp. So in this container I have water down here and vegetable oil up here on top of the water, and then I've put in some food coloring just to add effect. And then now I'm going to add an Alka-Seltzer tab down into this, and we're going to observe what happens there. So what you're seeing now is a lot of bubbles and a lot of fizzing here at the top, but you can really see that there's some big globs of water, big globs of color within the oil. So the reason that this happens is so in Alka-Seltzer, Alka-Seltzer tablets contain sodium bicarbonate as their main ingredient. And then what sodium bicarbonate and water do when they come in contact and react with each other is they come together to create carbon dioxide gas as well as water. So this lava lamp in our experiment today, we have the water droplets and the carbon dioxide being created from the sodium bicarbonate and water reaction going up into the oil to where we can visibly see where the so-called lava lamp is coming from. So when it enters this oily part of the container, the gases trapped inside the oil, and you can just see how the H2O and the CO2 come together to form the bubbles inside there. So as you can tell, carbon dioxide is a very important part of this experiment. This experiment would not work if we did not create this carbon dioxide. But the reason that this is so important is to note that the carbon dioxide that is created is dependent on how much sodium bicarbonate is put into this solution. So as we can tell, the reaction is starting to slow down a little bit. So this is our proof that the amount of CO2 being produced is being dependent on that amount of sodium bicarbonate. So what this is showing us is that sodium bicarbonate in this experiment is our limiting reagent, meaning that when I put the tablet into this solution here, at first, once the tablet starts to dissolve and release that sodium bicarbonate, the bubble in the reaction is a lot faster, a lot more exaggerated. But now that the tablet is pretty much dissolved, you can see that it's slowed down. There's not as much bubbling going on. So this just is our proof that the sodium bicarbonate is completely used up. So what happens in a reaction like this is water is taken in excess, whereas the sodium bicarbonate that is added into the solution is completely vanished, or in other words, completely utilized. So knowing that the reaction has stopped when our sodium bicarbonate has been completely used up is what is our proof that this is the limiting reagent. And if I were to come over here, here's more proof that if I were to take another tablet and add more sodium bicarbonate to the reaction, now that I've added sodium bicarbonate, the reaction starts up again until we have completely used it up once again. So this is a great experiment to observe how limiting reagents work, and then how sodium bicarbonate and water are used together to form a reaction with CO2. Alright guys.